Okay, hello guys, it's William De Boyk here. Just running you through the results from Monday the 28th of February to Friday the 4th of, yeah, Friday the 4th of March. Yeah, so last week's results, or this week's results, I should say. Um, Quite a few trades that we had. Now, we did have a couple of issues with the software on Monday. Which luckily for majority of people actually worked out okay. I mean, I'll go through the trades we took anyway, and the trades, although I think no one or very little people at least would have got these, but I'll show you the trades that we took anyway. But luckily for those people who did miss the trades, they turned out to be losers. Yeah, they turned out to be losers anyway. Not by a huge amount, by a little amount on here anyway. So it's going to bring up these charts. So I probably should have done this beforehand, shouldn't I? Don't worry, I can do this fast. So anyway, on the Monday, which was the 28th, we had a total of 5 trades. So, actually, no, sorry, 4 trades. There was a trade, but that got cancelled. Yeah, 4 trades. We had a total of 4 trades. Like I say, I think most people only got the euro pound trade. You may have got some of these. So, like I say, the luckily for us, the euro pound trade. Most people should have definitely got because that was after the software had been fixed. Well, I say the software is actually the server. I was having a few problems with the server, which made a couple of the trades not go through. So some people may have got them all, some people may have only got a couple, but pretty much everyone should have got the euro pound sell, which turned out to be a win. So at least that's a positive from the situation. But anyway, let's talk about them. So we took one trade on the 28th on the Aussie. That was the first trade we took, and we went with a long on this Aussie. And in fact, this may have been open from the week before. No, okay, yeah, this was open at market open. So we were looking for a long on this Aussie. I mean, the Aussie's still been kind of hovering around. It's not really been doing too much. Hasn't been of a huge amount of interest recently, but we decided to go long. It looked like a good time to do so. We can see here the entry point there. Market pulled down a little bit, moved up. We're in profit for a while. Then we came down. Unfortunately, got stopped out here. We just got stopped out before the market decided to move back up again. But the market did have another dip over here, which actually went through it a little bit further. And then you can see the market hit. So I mean, even since last Monday, I mean the Aussie's in the exact same position. We're currently still looking for a potential breakout on the Aussie towards the upside through here, or if we get a move back down below parity again. But anyway, I won't go into that. I'll be talking for ages. So anyway, that's the first trade that we took on Monday. Was on the Aussie. Second trade we took was on that. That was for a full stop loss. Okay, so whatever you would have risked, you would have got fully stopped out on that one. Second trade was on the New Zealand US, which wasn't a full stop loss, but it was a stop loss nonetheless. And if I just bring this up on the chart as well, like I said, guys, sorry, I should have had the charts up already, shouldn't I? Yeah, so New Zealand US, we also went with a buy on here. You can see this one here. Market was just chopping around for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You can see our initial stop loss was down here, and we did get out of that slight. I mean, it wasn't a huge saving, but we did get out a little bit early on the trade just before taking a full stop loss, and you can see the market's come down since. So a little bit disappointed on there. Like I said, it wasn't a full stop loss, but it was a stop loss nonetheless on that one. The third trade we took on Monday was a sell trade on the pound yen, which also was a loss. It wasn't a full loss again, but it was a loss, and I'll show you that one now. This one we actually managed to close out quite a bit before going for a full loss. So let me show you here. I hate the grids on MetaTrader. Right, anyway, so you can see here initially, we're going for a take profit roughly of about, over 280 pips. Initial stop loss was about 100 and just under 150 by the looks of things. Sorry guys, I don't remember these numbers off the top of my head. I could go through them, but it shouldn't really matter too much. Point being, risk reward ratio is pretty decent on there. So yeah, we decided to go short. Market continued to move up. As you can see here, we decided to close the trade up pretty early. So rather than getting the full 140 pip stop, which we would have had if we had stayed in the trade, we ended up getting out for around 50 pips. So a third of what we were initially looking for. Then, luckily, we did have a winner, which definitely made up for the New Zealand and the pound yen. Whether or not that would have made up for the Aussie as well, probably wouldn't, if we're being honest. Although the risk to reward ratio on this one actually would depend on that. So let's have a quick look. Then we had so then we had a pound yen sell trade. If I bring this up here, there we go. For some reason the stop loss isn't shown on here. Or maybe it is, I just can't see it. Actually, we would have had it at break even, wouldn't we? Okay. Anyway, regardless of that, okay, so we had a sell trade here. Market came down, continued to come down, continued to come down. Yeah, we managed to hit we did pretty well, I suppose. Managed to get out just before the market decided to move back up again, and we can see how high it is at the moment. Yeah, so nice little win there. Full target before the market decided to move back up. So that's everything we did on Monday, I think. Yeah, that's everything we did on Monday. So pretty busy day on Monday as far as the trades. Like I said earlier, I think, well, it's possible people could have got all the trades, and if you did get all the trades, we didn't do anything wrong, you didn't do anything wrong. They're the trades that weren't meant to have come through. But there was a slight problem with the software, which potentially, and we know for some people it did cause this, and like I said, the problem that it did cause was a good thing. It wasn't a bad thing, because it actually worked out in people's favour in the end. And I say that was the Aussie, New Zealand and pound yen that people potentially could have missed. But anyway, yeah, so we had the euro pound trade was the last one on the 28th. Then we didn't have another trade until the 2nd, which was the Wednesday. So Monday was the 28th. Tuesday we didn't have any trades. Wednesday we had, I'm going to have to speed this up, otherwise this video is going to be about 4 hours long. Wednesday we had 2, 3, 4 trades, I believe. So another busy day on Wednesday. So Wednesday we had the trade, ignore this one, this is a trade that we've currently got running at the moment. So let's bring this one up here. We had a trade on the pound dollar, which we did actually try and get out for a break even, but I believe we got a bit of slippage our end, so whether everyone else got that slippage or not would be debatable. But you can see here, we decided to go short. Let me bring this up so everyone can see it a bit better. We decided to go long even. Here, market moved up in our direction initially, came down, and like you can see here, this is where the initial stop loss was, all the way down here. And we ended up getting another trade, pretty much a break even. I say in our case it was a small loss, but I think that was due to slippage. But pretty much a break even in the end. And I said that was done on the 2nd. Second trade we had on the 2nd was a dollar CAD trade, which was a small loss. It wasn't a full stop loss on this dollar CAD. Let's bring this up here. There we go. So dollar CAD here. We were looking for a sell. Got into the market here, as you can see. Initial stop losses up here. So technically, had we left the trade, yeah, we would still be in the trade. And in fact, we'd actually be in a little bit of profit at the moment. But we decided to close the trade a little bit early, which, as I say, may be the right decision. We'll soon find out if it decides to come down any further. But yeah, we went with a sell here. Market, once again, kind of pulled against us, then went in our direction a little bit. And you can see how slow this was. This is the main reason why we've been coming out a lot of these trades, is that the market's just not really doing anything. And even since this trade on the 2nd, you can see where we are now. We're only, what, 15 pips at the most, 13.9 according to this, away from the initial entry point on there. So it's not a big difference. And as I said, that one ended out as a small loss. We then had another trade, which is on the dollar Swiss franc, which ended out as a full stop loss. This was also on the 2nd. Let's put this over here. So dollar Swiss franc, we were looking for a sell. Once again, came down, market pulled down, we're in a bit of profit. Market did absolutely nothing for a very, very, very long time. Eventually it pulled back up. We decided to leave this one, to let this one run, and unfortunately we did get stopped out on that one in the end. Once again, as you can see where we are today, we're right back down at the initial level again. Very up and down at the moment. Then the final trade we had on the 2nd was a buy on the fiber on the euro US dollar, which turned out to be a very nice win actually in the end. We had a big up spike if I remember on this one. I think the trade was, yeah. We had a big spike which worked in our favour. Risk to reward ratio on this trade was very good as well. So this trade actually made up for, I say the cable break even slight loss, depending on if you've got slippage or not. Dollar CAD slight loss, US Swiss franc full loss, but then the Euro US, we got a full win on this one. Once again, we look at the risk to reward ratio roughly. I could do this a little bit more scientific, guys, but I'd have to write down notes, and I'd be a bit robotic. If you want me to, though, just let me know. I don't have a problem. Yes, I mean, stop loss is an issue, so like 55 pips, we'll call it. It's just under. And take profit on here was about 115 by the looks of things, so over a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So, as I say, more than made up for the loss and the break-even trade, or slight break-even trade. This trade on there at the moment, guys, ignore this. This is the trade that's been placed today, so it's not something that we have to worry about for the moment. Now, there was another trade that was placed last week, which was placed on the 1st. I've just noticed this on here. Which is the Tuesday. So we did have a trade on Tuesday, which was the cable. We had a long trade. We are currently still in that trade, though, so it's a little bit difficult. This is this trade here. If I bring this up. Okay, it's not showing me the entry points for some reason. Or is it? No. Okay. Yeah, so we are currently in this cable at the moment. We are going for a longer term trade on this one. You can see at the moment, well, you can see the entry point there. I mean, the market's been hovering up and down, up and down, up and down through this trend level for a while. We are still looking for a break of the 1.63 level. I mean, you can mark at 1.63. We're still looking for a break of that 1.63 level. We did have a push up above through that on the daily charts, but then the next day we just came right back down again. You can see the clear resistance we've got over here as well, but looking at this as well, we've also got a bit of trendline support on the daily charts. I'm just going to do this roughly to give you guys an idea. I'm not going to do this exact because I'll spend too much time. In fact, I've probably already gone over the allocated 15 minutes, have I? Okay, I don't know. I might have to do this in 2 parts. But yeah, anyway, we still feel we've got room to move up. As I say, a break above that 1.63 would be looking quite handsome, and we're going for a slightly longer term target on this one if we do decide to move up. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes, but it's still pretty early days at the moment. Market's not done too much at all since we initially got into this trade on Tuesday last week, so we'd have been in this trade a week tomorrow. Yeah, and other than that, it's just hovering around at the moment. So anyway, so that's pretty much it from last week. The week overall, it's kind of mixed. I mean, the results weren't as good as the initial 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks we've been using this new system on. Overall, though, I'd say if you missed some initial trades on Monday, then yeah, it would have worked out profitable for you. Otherwise, I believe it would have been a small loss for the week. Once again, I'm going to sound really unprofessional now, aren't I? But anyway, I mean, you've had the trades come through on your platform. I'm sure you can have a look and see how it's going on. I'll put the results up at the end of the month anyway. So the calculations will be able to be done. Also as well, last month's results will be added to the website very shortly. Reason it's taken so long is we did have trades still open from February, but they've all now closed. So we can't really put up February's results if the trades hadn't closed. So they'll probably be put up in the next couple of days. So if you want to check them out, then keep an eye on the website. They'll 100% be up by Thursday. So there you go. I'll probably do them tomorrow or Wednesday. So they'll be up as soon as possible. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for now. As I say, this video may be in 2 parts. Hopefully I'm within my 15 minutes. I don't think I am, though. So anyway, if anyone's got any questions, as always, you can send me an email. If not, you can contact myself on Skype. My Skype ID is WD4X, as always. And yeah, hopefully this week will be a profitable one. And yeah, if anyone's got any questions in the meantime, just let me know, and I'll be happy to go through it. So until then, take care, and speak to you soon.